Okay, let's do ramps up here. Yes, no, oh, no problem. Meowcha, see you. Nice to chat with you again, and thank you for the raid as well. I appreciate it. Good. Okay. So we have a road. We load here. So we build around. I'm going too fast, I cannot control. Okay, so we will have space for this. Good. Then we do the same on the opposite side. Okay. And then this would also be a loading station. Great. This just looks strange. Do I have... This doesn't solve it, does it? I mean, maybe. Somewhat. Definitely still looks strange, but it looks a bit better. An up corner. How does that look? No. Yeah. It'll likely just be a down ramp corner then. Inverted. Yeah. Okay. It looks fine enough. Good. So then we should have somewhere towards here that loads and unloads. Loads on fuel, I guess, and unloads for assembler compacted coal. I think that's how we'll do it. I like how this little wrench is flopping around. Hmm. Maybe we go here this way. Make a platform up there. Is that how we do it? Possibly. I mean, we could also just place it here. We can extend the platform a bit. There's more coal or more oil around. Refuel happens on any station that has coal or another fuel source in its fuel input. Yeah, so I was thinking that they load on coal here and load on sulfur here, and then they go to a third spot where they unload their things going into an assembler, and then they also at that spot, because right down here we're doing the packaged fuel, so also at that same station we'll put in the packaged fuel. So we'll unload and load somewhere in this direction, if that makes sense. At least to me it does, but I'm also the one who doesn't have that much experience with the game. Just really dislike how little space there is, but we can make a lot more space. That'll work, just keep coal and sulfur on separate trucks and separate stations. Okay. I expected a truck to be able to move both at once, but I guess not. Is there a reason as to why they cannot do it like that? Yeah, makes sense. So it's just for, I don't know. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But then, isn't there a chance that they'll like run into each other or something like that? And then like the whole system kind of gets messed up because they are because they're blocking each other. Or is that fine? I mean, over time I guess it could be fine, because the miners don't ideally back up, right? So, but still then there will be some unevenness in the amount of sulfur and coal that gets transported. I also don't know if that's a correct assessment to make. Um, yeah. Yes. They give way for each other automatically, but giving way means that they get delayed, right? Which means that some resource will have a delayed um, drop off time. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, sure. I will quickly save it to my clipboard. So that I know. Yes. It's now in a notepad. Okay, goodbye. See you. Meow. Thank you for today. I appreciate it. Thank you for dropping by. Can only go in that direction. Hmm. Yeah. This vehicle stuff is definitely complicated. Um. I also have an elevator. So, yeah, I guess I can have multiple trucks on one loop, but you can make a bypass road so when a truck stops at a station, the main road isn't blocked for other vehicles. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I do. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. I think just gonna go a little here to the left and then down. Oh god, I'm messing up all of my building. Okay. So we will not go that far. Okay. Yeah, so like here. Let's sample this one. Nice. And then we start going down. As much as we can. Somehow this one didn't soup at all. Okay. Let's continue. Good. Let's build this just so we know where it lines up. Good. And we then go like that. Nice. Then let's dismantle those. Somehow it also dismantled this one. I don't know how. Okay, good. Then we do asphalt and you guys. Just like to here. That's fine. Ooh. Okay, and we do it on this side also. Then we do a regular concrete ramp here. Like so. We're running out of concrete, but I think we should be fine. Okay. Good. Then we do this same down corner here. And we meet up. Good. And ramp down. Like so. Oh. Taking damage. Nice. Okay. Great. So now we have that. And I'm guessing they can just have one truck station, right? They can go to the same truck station. So we would have transport truck station. Yeah, we would have one like here, and then the other one here. So one unloads, that will be you, and then one loads. No, we should unload on this side. So yeah. Okay. For packaged fuel to be put into them. But maybe that's not necessary. Oh, this is the fuel. Okay, I see. So I can actually just put fuel into this one and it should be fine. Yeah, okay. Cool. Do I have more in my... Yeah, I do. So I can just add 100 for now. Okay. So then the idea is you go here, you do a U-turn. Okay. What if I do a truck? Do you have a better turning circle? It looks like you kind of do. Like so. Yeah, because universal is just used for all vehicles, right? So it needs to support all turning circles. But in this case, we will just use the truck. Let's do quarter circles. Okay. I mean, I would prefer a universal one so that I don't have to redo it in the future. If I can. Yeah. But as we can see, then it cannot go perfectly. Yeah. So, even though I would prefer a universal path, I don't think it can work here. So, we'll do the truck one. No? Now you also cannot. Okay. But weren't you capable of doing that before? Hmm. Yeah, that's true. I could do that. But this looks correct, no? I mean, I'm not gonna have... Am I gonna have better vehicles in the future? Yeah, yeah, trucks, right? Yes, trucks. Yeah, exactly. So I think I don't necessarily need to support a universal vehicle path here. If I have the best ones that I can have, then it's fine. That's at least how I see it. Well, now that we just need a single unloading station, let's actually change the truck station to be on this side because it's more convenient. Okay. So we would go H and then it cannot be nudged. Okay. Yeah, that is even. But now you're probably gonna complain, right? Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine, but I might as well just use the biggest and best because I have the resources and if I decide that I need to make even more compacted coal in the future, well, then I automatically support that, right? At least that's my thinking. Okay. What if we go from here and then straight mode does weird stuff? Okay. So what if we go Why do you say you turn too sharply? What is happening here? Oh god. What is it doing? I cannot... Could you please... cooperate a little bit? So... barely supports any turning at all. Okay, in that case it's just gonna make my life difficult, then I will build it on this side again. It just feels better because then I have a lot of space over here I could utilize, and I don't have as much on this side. But if it's gonna be difficult like that, then it's fine. Okay, so default mode worked for us. Now it doesn't even want to do straight. It cannot be perfectly straight. Place straight first, then okay. So let's say go to here. It turns too sharply. Okay. Yeah, so you don't... Okay. Like so. Yes. That looks more correct. Could I then... Yes, now I'm allowed to connect you. Okay. Great. So, what if I place this slightly like here? That is even good. Even Steven. Just go straight like that. And then now you don't want to connect. Okay. It's definitely still a challenge to work with this stuff. For me, at the very least. Maybe not for everyone. Okay, now you don't want to connect. But I could like that. Okay, whatever, that works. Sure. But that means that I could have you... Yeah, sorry for taking so much time on this. But let's have the truck station on this side here. So I want this to be going in that direction. That's cool. That's what we want. I'm not building you even though. And then we'll have you go straight from here. So we can then put you here and then meet you up here. Okay, that works. It feels like a bit of a hack, but it's not. It shouldn't feel like a hack either. Oh, I pressed something weird. Okay, it's fine. Good. Yes. Yeah, I tried doing that, but it just didn't end up working. I mean, this also looks like a perfect half circle, maybe. Does it? I don't know. It's not a big deal. Let's keep going.